Exodus. Chapter 25. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Tell the children of Israel to take for me a heave offering. From every man whose heart makes him willing you shall take my heave offering. And this is the heave offering which you shall take from them, gold and silver and bronze, and blue and purple and scarlet strands, and fine linen, and goat's hair, and ram's skins dyed red, and porpoise skins, and acacia wood. Oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and for the fragrant incense. Onyx stones and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. And let them make a sanctuary for me that I may dwell in their midst. According to all that I show you, the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all its utensils, even so you shall make it. And they shall make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits, its width, and 1.5 cubits, its height. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, inside and outside you shall overlay it, and you shall make a rim of gold upon it all around. And you shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them on its 4 feet, and 2 rings shall be on one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side of it. And you shall make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. And you shall put the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry the ark with them. The poles shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And you shall put into the ark the testimony which I shall give you. And you shall make an expiation cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits, its width. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold, of beaten work you shall make them, at the 2 ends of the expiation cover. And make 1 cherub at one end and 1 cherub at the other end, of one piece with the expiation cover you shall make the cherubim on its 2 ends. And the cherubim shall spread out their wings above the cover, covering the expiation cover with their wings, with their faces toward one another, the faces of the cherubim shall be toward the expiation cover. And you shall put the expiation cover on top of the ark, and into the ark you shall put the testimony that I shall give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will speak with you from above the expiation cover, from between the 2 cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony, of everything which I will give you in commandment to the children of Israel. And you shall make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits shall be its length, and a cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And you shall overlay it with pure gold and make a rim of gold around it. And you shall make a frame of a handbreadth around it, and you shall make a rim of gold for its frame around it. And you shall make for it 4 rings of gold and put the rings on the 4 corners that are on its 4 feet. The rings shall be close to the frame as holders for the poles to carry the table. And you shall make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold, and the table shall be carried with them. And you shall make its plates and its spoons and its pitchers and its bowls with which to pour out drink offerings, of pure gold you shall make them. And you shall set the bread of the presence upon the table before me always. And you shall make a lampstand of pure gold. The lampstand with its base and its shaft shall be made of beaten work, its cups, its calyxes, and its blossom buds shall be of one piece with it. And there shall be 6 branches going out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one of its sides, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of its other side. 3 cups made like almond blossoms in one branch, a calyx and a blossom bud, and 3 cups made like almond blossoms in the other branch, a calyx and a blossom bud, so for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. And there shall be on the lampstand 4 cups made like almond blossoms, its calyxes and its blossom buds. And a calyx under 2 branches of one piece with it, and a calyx under 2 branches of one piece with it, and a calyx under 2 branches of one piece with it, for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. Their calyxes and their branches shall be of one piece with it, all of it one beaten work of pure gold. And you shall make its lamps, 7, and set up its lamps to give light to the area in front of it. And its tongs and its fire pans shall be of pure gold. It shall be made of a talent of pure gold, with all these utensils. And see that you make them according to their pattern, which was shown to you in the mountain. Exodus. Chapter 26. Now the tabernacle you shall make with 10 curtains of fine twined linen and blue and purple and scarlet strands, you shall make them with cherubim, the work of a skillful workman. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain, 4 cubits, all the curtains shall have the same measurement. 5 curtains shall be joined to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be joined to one another. And you shall make loops of blue strands on the edge of the one curtain at the end in the set, and likewise you shall make them in the edge of the outermost curtain in the second set. You shall make 50 loops on the one curtain, and you shall make 50 loops on the edge of the curtain that is in the second set, the loops shall be opposite one another. And you shall make 50 clasps of gold, and join the curtains to one another with the clasps, so that the tabernacle may become one. And you shall make curtains of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle, 11 curtains you shall make. The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain, 4 cubits, the 11 curtains shall have the same measurement. And you shall join 5 of the curtains by themselves, and 6 of the curtains by themselves, and you shall double the 6th curtain over at the front of the tent. And you shall make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outermost in the set, and 50 loops upon the edge of the curtain which is outermost in the second set. And you shall make 50 clasps of bronze and put the clasps into the loops and join the tent together, so that it may become one. And the overlapping part that is left over of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that is left over, shall hang over the back of the tabernacle. And the cubit on the one side and the cubit on the other side, of what is left over in the length of the curtains of the tent, shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle, on this side and on that side, to cover it. And you shall make a covering for the tent, of ram skins dyed red, and a covering of porpoise skins above it. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing up. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and 1.5 cubits, the width of each board. Each board shall have 2 tenons, parallel to each another, thus you shall do for all the boards of the tabernacle. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward. And you shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for its 2 tenons and 2 sockets under the next board for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, 20 boards. And there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under the next board. And for the rear of the tabernacle westward you shall make 6 boards. And 2 boards you shall make for the corners of the tabernacle in the rear. And they shall be double below, and at its top they shall be completely joined to a single ring, thus it shall be for both of them, they shall be for the 2 corners. And there shall be 8 boards with their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under the next board. And you shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle. And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle at the rear westward. And the middle bar shall pass through in the center of the boards from end to end. And you shall overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold as holders for the bars, and you shall overlay the bars with gold. And you shall set up the tabernacle according to its plan, which you were shown in the mountain. And you shall make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet strands and fine twined linen, it shall be made with cherubim, the work of a skillful workman. And you shall hang it upon 4 pillars of acacia overlaid with gold, their hooks shall be of gold, on 4 sockets of silver. And you shall hang up the veil under the clasps and bring in the ark of the testimony there within the veil, and the veil shall make a separation for you between the holy place and the holy of holies. And you shall put the expiation cover upon the ark of the testimony in the holy of holies. And you shall set the table outside the veil, and the lampstand opposite the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south, and the table you shall put on the north side. And you shall make a screen for the entrance of the tent, of blue and purple and scarlet strands and fine twined linen, the work of an embroiderer. And for the screen you shall make 5 pillars of acacia and overlay them with gold, their hooks shall be of gold, and you shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them. Exodus. Chapter 27. And you shall make the altar of acacia wood, a length of 5 cubits and a width of 5 cubits, the altar shall be square, and 3 cubits, its height. And you shall make its horns upon its 4 corners, its horns shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. And you shall make its pots to remove its ashes, and its shovels and its basins and its forks and its fire pans, all its utensils you shall make of bronze. And you shall make a grating, a network of bronze for it, and on the net you shall make 4 bronze rings at its 4 ends. And you shall put it below, under the ledge of the altar so that the net may reach halfway up the altar. And you shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. And its poles shall be put into the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar when it is carried. You shall make it hollow with boards, as it was shown to you in the mountain, so shall they make it. And you shall make the court of the tabernacle. On the south side southward there shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen, 100 cubits long for one side. And its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets shall be of bronze, the hooks of the pillars and their connecting rods shall be of silver. And likewise on the north side, in length there shall be hangings a length of 100 cubits, and its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of bronze, the hooks of the pillars and their connecting rods shall be of silver. And for the width of the court on the west side there shall be hangings of 50 cubits, with their 10 pillars and their 10 sockets. And the width of the court on the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits. And there shall be 15 cubits of hangings for the one side of the gate, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. And there shall be 15 cubits of hangings for the other side, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. And for the gate of the court there shall be a screen of 20 cubits, of blue and purple and scarlet strands, and fine twined linen, the work of an embroiderer, with their 4 pillars and their 4 sockets. All the pillars around the court shall be connected with silver, with their hooks of silver and their sockets of bronze. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the width, 50 at each end, and the height, 5 cubits, of fine twined linen, and their sockets of bronze. All the utensils of the tabernacle used in all its service and all its pegs and all the pegs of the court shall be of bronze. And you shall command the children of Israel to bring to you pure oil of beaten olives for the light, to make the lamps burn continually. In the tent of meeting, outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall set it in order from evening to morning before Jehovah. It shall be a perpetual statute to be observed throughout their generations by the children of Israel.